friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming year 2023's numerology vibrations for everyone. So now friends, as you know this thing that we have already started the last quarter of the year 2022, and just because we have already witnessed a lot in the last 3 quarters of this year in the form of the war, instability in the economy, inflation, lot many changes and transformation, but you cannot even complain that much because at least it is still better than the last 2 years COVID crisis and chaos. So now friends, just because after this video very soon I will start working on the yearly predictions and customized yearly predictions for all the rising signs, and that is generally a very long process because by the time I start uploading of starting with the Aries, and by the time I reach the last sign of Pisces, it is generally a whole time period of 1.5 months. So I just thought that today only sun has got dignified in its own sign, so let's talk about something new, something original, and my views on the vibrations of the next year. Because friends, definitely I will be sharing my personal account, my personal experience over here. I make videos on astrology, so that in itself means that I monitor and observe the transit of moon on daily basis in my personal life as well. And apart from like astrology, I follow numerology, tarot, graphology, palmistry, so many different sciences. But numerology is a science which never ever stops to surprise me, or it is the only science which makes me grateful of the way our life works in tandem with the prakriti, with the nature. Because trust me friends, if your guardian angels want to guide you, like that all depends on how intuitive and how spiritually oriented you are. And if the universal energies wants to guide you in any crossroad of the life, like if it wants to protect you, if you want to be present at a specific time at a specific place, so in all those kind of situations and scenarios, universe speaks to us in a very easy to understand way through numbers. So definitely if I were to pick any one of my favorite mystic signs, so definitely numerology is going to be my all-time favorite. So now friends, just because here we have to talk about the universal vibrations of the year 2023, but before that, because as this is the year of the Venus, so a lot many people have like they have gone to my last uploaded video on the 2022, and couple of guys commented over there that bro, you mentioned this thing that making a sum total of 2022 is gonna give the total as the 6, which is the number of Venus. And I said at the time of uploading that video that this is the year where the entertainment business is going to do very good, and there is going to be more concerns of peace, of domestic life and harmony, and the world has witnessed such a big war. So how can numerology has any resonance? So now friends, over that front, I just have one thing to say, that see, the energy of the number 6 has to do with the domestic life. It's like being protective of your home. And as you can see that, see, people have different views when they look at this war, like the current ongoing Russia and Ukraine situation. But if we will get into the nitty-gritty of this war, so one thing you have to agree that definitely for Russia it was a threat to their sovereignty because of the spread of the NATO influence, and everyone was speculating that Ukraine is not gonna stand against this invasion for long. But just because of the energy of this year being of Venus, the whole nation come together and they are still standing firm in order to defend themselves. So in a way you can see this, that whenever there is a rise of the energy of 6, and specifically if all of that has started accumulating in the previous year, like here we are talking about the year previous to 2022, which was the 2021, which was the universal year vibration of the 5. So if a diplomatic solution has not reached in the universal vibration of 5, then even the universal year 6 could give rise to a war kind of situation. So this is what my defense is there in order to justify what the world has witnessed. But also friends, when we talk about the other aspect of this year, so you cannot even deny this thing that definitely all the hotels, all the travels, all the restaurant, all the global events have started taking place as usual from this year, specifically after the chaos of the COVID from the last 2 years. Second point is that definitely when we talk about the entertainment business, so here I'm not only gonna talk about Hollywood, but even from the Bollywood as well, from India as well. Like India has given some very big hits, not only from the Mumbai but from the southern film industry as well, one of the very big grosser like of all time. So because of which I can fairly see the pulse of this year, that it is actually happening the way this universal vibration could have promised or could have manifested. Now friends, coming to this year's energy of the year 2023. So definitely if you are going to make a sum total of it, so you will get the universal vibration in the form of 7. Now what does it tell about as a part of the global universal theme? So definitely friends, 7 is a number which is being ruled by the south node of moon, which is Ketu, and the western astrologers, they relate or connect the energies of 7 with Neptune as well. So definitely when we talk about 7 vibration, so first of all you have to understand that it is a very psychic, it is a very intuitive number. So definitely here we are talking about analyzing things to the detail. Here we are talking about spiritual uprise. Here we are talking about in its negative side, it could also give rise to persecution, too much of the dogma, too much of the religious difference of opinion as well. But friends, the benefic side of the energy of number 7 is that, see, here we are not talking about you seeking out any opportunity. Here we are talking about you are being very consciously aware and opportunity will be brought to you. So the energy of 7 is very positive, specifically beyond doubt for all those people who crave for perfection in their life. It is very much going to be harmonious for all those nations where you see some sort of religious dominated collective consciousness. Third thing is that friends, like the way I have already explained this thing, that here the energy of the number 7 can also be seen as very harmonious for all those industry where we are talking about import export, where we are talking about travel, where we are talking about the foreign trade and spirituality. And specifically this year is gonna witness lot many people having their spiritual awakening, lot many people taking interest in spirituality or religious austerities, lot many pilgrimages. But obviously everything has got its pros and cons as well. So because of this uprise of the religious vibe, so this could also give rise to like lot many, because once I will get to the next section where I will give you some reference example. So definitely friends, in the past as well, whenever this energy has been witnessed in that year, so this could also give rise to the killings on a mass level as well. Now friends, definitely who all people are gonna get majorly influenced this year. So definitely if you are born on the 7th of any month, like if you are born on 7th, you are born on 16th, you are born on 25th, then definitely this year is gonna have a strong impact on you. Or let's say for example, if your life path number is 7, like the sum total of your complete date of birth is 7, then you're gonna get strongly influenced. Or let's say for example, if your personal year is coming out to be 7, then definitely you're gonna get influenced on a very stronger level. Now definitely friends, this year it could also give rise to lot many discoveries, lot many innovation, lot many scandals can also break out. So if I were to summarize the vibe or the essence of this year's energy, so definitely travel, import export, innovation, exploration, too much of the religious difference of opinion. Now friends, here we are not only talking about that the nations are gonna have differences between them. Here we are talking about too much of the differences coming within the nations as well. So friends, summarizing everything, if I were to give you the collective pulse of this year, so definitely wisdom and perfection is gonna prevail during this year. So let's say for example, whether in your line of work, whether your business ethics, if it is lacking strong ethics or perfection, or you just operate or exert your energies on a very superficial level, then you might not be able to get along well with the collective pulse of this energy. And definitely friends, this is a kind of the year where there has been seen lot many breaking of the ties. So all those nations who swear their allegiance to a nation, or within the companies, within the tie-ups, so lot many breakups could also take place during this year, but only for the good. Now friends, just because I promised this thing that I'm going to be giving you some references from the past universal year 7 vibration as well. Now why to go so far? Like even if you will make a sum total of the time when Columbus discovered America, so that took place only in the universal year 7 vibration. But why to go that back or far in the timeline? Let's take up the immediate last universal 7 year. So definitely friends, because I wanted to give you the recent reference examples. So the last universal year 7 was in the year 2014. If you're gonna make a sum total of 2014, so definitely you will get the sum total as the 7. So let's take a look at the Wikipedia page that what exactly took place in that year, the major events I'm talking about. So now friends, if you will go over here, first of all, see, you will start getting this idea or essence of this year right from the initial few months of this year. So first of all friends, if you will see in the month of February, so the Western African Ebola virus epidemic begins, infecting at least 28,000 people and killing at least like the amount of or number of people which you can see over here. So this was one thing. Second thing friends, which actually like apart from all of those things which you can see over here, but the one major thing which I can see over here is that if you will see in the month of March, so Malaysia Airlines flight a Boeing 777, so 777 airline en route to Beijing from Kuala Lumpur disappears over the Gulf of Thailand with 239 people on board. The aircraft is presumed to have crashed into the Indian Ocean. So a typical essence of the number 7. Things disappearing, viruses breaking out and influencing and affecting people on a mass level. Now friends, definitely the Crimea dispute also took place in this year only. Russia formally annexes Crimea after President Putin signs a bill finalizing the process. So Ukraine also witnessed lot many unsettled energy in that year as well, so which in itself means a country which is already in a war situation, so the vibration of next year is not coming out very positive for them. Now friends, apart from that, as you can see, definitely I'm going through all the years vibration, but most importantly the health related concerns, virus related concerns, flights getting disappeared, all of that you can see over here. Now friends, like when we talk about from the Indian perspective, so India in a nutshell could be summarized or can be seen on globe as a very religiously governed country. So here we are not only talking about from the Hinduism perspective, because even within the Hinduism there is like so many accepted beliefs which we have, but in a nutshell India is seen as a religiously driven country. So and you know that the current serving Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, who has played a very pivotal role in actually uplifting religious vibes and strengthening the core values of India. So even Narendra Modi succeeds Manmohan Singh as the 14th Prime Minister of India during this year only, and he is still serving as the Prime Minister of India. Now friends, in the month of June, a Sunni militant group now calling itself the Islamic State of Iraq begins an offensive, and a lot many lives were like lost in that kills 1566 Shia Iraqi Air Force cadets. And that's not enough, friends. If you will go and reach until the end of the year, you will see lot many killings, lot many mass level these events. And even in in 2014, in the month of December, in Peshawar in Pakistan, so the Taliban carry out a mass shooting at an army school, killing at least 145 people, many school children. So lot many things happened during this year, and the crash and viruses break out, and religious vibes in certain parts of the world. So all of that you can see as a pulse, as a essence of the just immediate past, a universal year 7 vibration. So now, friends, like here I do not want to include the planetary influence because we will have a separate discussion on that. I just want to restrict this video only from the perspective of understanding the pulse of this year from numerology. So now, friends, now the only remaining section is understanding the personal year vibration. So definitely it's gonna be same every year. I'm just gonna be talking from the perspective of new audience who would not have seen the last video, the last like this year's video. So now, friends, how to calculate personal year? So that is very simple. All what you have to do is that, because this is going to give you a customized theme for this upcoming year for you. So the formula for that is very simple. All what you have to do is that you just have to take your month of birth, your date of birth, and you have to replace your birth year with this universal year in consideration. So now let's say, for example, if someone is born on February 10th, so if for this person we have to take out the personal year vibration for 2023, so all what we have to do is that we will keep the February intact, we will keep the date 10th intact, and we will replace the birth year with the universal year in consideration, which is 2023. So February will give us 2, 10 will be reduced to 1, and 2023. So the total of that is going to be of the 7. So what we have to do is that we have to just add 2 plus 1 plus 7, which is going to give us the answer as the 10, which will be reduced to 1. So for someone who is born on the February 10th, for this person, next year 2023's personal year vibration is going to be of 1. Trust me, friends, this personal year concept definitely works. I've seen that in lot many cases. Now, friends, another example. Now let's say, for example, if someone is born on March 5th. So now for this person, if you want to calculate the personal year vibration for the year 2023, so now that's very simple. March will give you 3, 5th 5, and 2023. So a sum total of that is going to come as the 7. So 3 plus 5 plus 7. So this will give you answer as 3 plus 5 8. 8 plus 7 is going to be 15. 1 plus 5 will be reduced to 6. So that means for someone who is born on March 5th, the personal year vibration for 2023 is going to be 6 for this person. So friends, after this, now we will shift to the last section of this video, where we will try to understand that basis different personal year numbers, vibrations and energies, what you can expect as a theme for yourself next year. There is a sense of beginning, an opportunity is hidden. Plan and begin. Take chances without being afraid, but avoid headstrong action. There is a test of character and courage, and you have to show your individuality and assertiveness. Make changes, reorganize without being impulsive. Opportunity lost this year will come again only after 9 years. So now, friends, the spiritual guidance for this personal year 1 for you is: individualize yourself in every way. Hold fast to your own ideals and purposes. Be independent and follow your own counsel. First, making sure you are right. Go straight on and don't turn aside for things or people. Hold a listening ear. but for the voice within instead of without. Make the change you were contemplating, promote your new scheme, or make some addition to your present line. You are at the turn of the road. Change is in the air. This is the opportunity you have been waiting for the past 9 years. You are at your height of power. This is your planting time. Hold a constant picture of the thing you want to be doing and the person you want to be at the close of the next 9 years. Plant the kind of seed you want to see come up. Whatever you sow now, you will reap later. Above all else, don't be lazy. There is a sense of cooperation and sharing. Harmony and diplomacy are needed for success. There is nothing new to begin, and one should be prepared for slow progress with delays, etc. And patience is necessary. Aggressiveness can bring disappointments. You may not get recognition and feel subdued, yet cooperate and stay in the background and wait for next year. So friends, the spiritual message for the personal year 2 vibration is: this year, the seeds you planted in the personal year 1 last year will germinate. This is a time not so much for action as for attraction. Things will come to you if you are quiet and receptive. You are ready for accumulation. Keep an open mind. Study all you can and acquire new information on the subject which interests you the most. Plan to work with others instead of trying to go it alone. Keep calm and cool and pleasant. Strengthen your friendships. Keep your goal in mind and collect things that will help you to reach it. New opportunities and privileges will drop into your lap if you don't make too much effort to seek them. Be patient. Don't expect to see any results from last year's planting. Fertilize the soil and wait for things to grow below the surface. Don't be sensitive. Do the small things. Wait. There is a sense of happiness, optimism, and self-expression. This is the year of self-improvement, and you should put your best foot forward. Use imagination and creativity in a constructive manner. This can be the happiest year of the epicycle. There are friends, travels, entertainment, love, affairs, etc. Do not waste energies. Projects can be completed and recognition can be gained. So friends, the spiritual message for the personal year 3 is: this is the year for you to cultivate the society of your old friends and make new ones. Plan to do a lot of entertaining and accept invitations. The conditions around you are cheerful and optimistic. You will not be overburdened with responsibilities and may safely take some time off to enjoy yourself. You have a tendency to scatter your energies and undertake too many things at a time. So be careful to finish one thing before starting another. Be happy, but don't give yourself over to frivolity. You may hold fast to a purpose and still not be overshadowed by gloom. Some of the flowers planted in the personal year 1 should begin to show their heads. Enjoy them. You are in a halo of light, art, beauty. Let others enjoy it. A sense of practicality, system, and order prevails, and a base can be secured for a good future using plans of the previous year. Problems, minute details, and relatives in life should not be neglected, otherwise, disappointment is bound to follow. Avoid feelings of limitation and do not get irritated on slowness of results. Be rational with finances. Take care of your health and that of your family. There is something you will achieve by the end of the year. So friends, the spiritual message for the personal year 4 vibration is: this is your year to work. If you are too easy on yourself or do too much loafing, you will probably suffer in health. So you won't get much satisfaction out of your leisure. You must dig and hoe and cultivate and build if you want to have a real vacation next year. Test everything for practicality and stability. Square up past mistakes and figure out how to avoid new ones. Work out all the details of that project you have been turning over in your mind. Strengthen all its weak places. Put all your affairs in perfect order. Look well to your health, especially in matters of diet. Be sane and rational in all things. Keep busy. There is a sense of changeability, excitement, and adventure. There is opportunity with the new and unexpected. Difficulties may be removed and there may be a change in the work for the better. Quite often there is travel and or change of residence and or change of family conditions. There is a newness even in the old situation. Be versatile and try to cash in on resourcefulness. Scattered energy can bring disappointment. So, friends, the spiritual message for the personal year 5 vibration is this year you should feel as free as the air to go where you please, but by all means go somewhere, for your opportunity will be found outside the ordinary routine. Let go of many old things and make room for new ones. Welcome new situations, places, and people. This is a year of progress. If you have a business of your own, present it with a new angle. Do a lot of advertising. Don't let the prevailing atmosphere of change and variety make you restless. Take advantage of it to learn something new. Don't scatter yourself and burn up all your energies. Let your adaptability keep the balance between concentration and explosion. Do a variety of things, but let each one be of use to you. Get out of the rut. There is a sense of duty, responsibility, and domestic life. Service and care of the family members, parents, or relatives. Harmony, sympathy, light sacrifices, and balance bring happiness and success. On personal level, there may be romance, love, and a desire to settle home affairs, which has a strong possibility. Others may try to impose responsibilities on you. Good chance for settling business and property. So, friends, the spiritual message for the personal year 6 is this year you have more responsibility than you had in the last year. Don't plan to be too personal, for you will be needed in many directions and will be called upon to make adjustments for those less able to do so than you are. Narrow yourself down a bit and plan to enjoy your home life. You will be surrounded by love and friendliness and contentment if you allow yourself to attract them. Be very thorough and conscientious about everything you do, finishing all you undertake. Don't hustle or bustle, just ease things into the places that fit them. It isn't a year for big accomplishment and things may seem to be at a standstill, but the law is working unceasingly and making many unseen adjustments in your own life. It is the most personal of all the vibrations, and what is mine shall see my face. A fine and friendly influence for marriage and all home conditions. There is a sense of inner development and a desire to specialize in one's line of work or talents. Introspection puts a small break between the activities. You may like to avoid crowds and socials this year and may concentrate, analyze, and meditate. This may lead to realization and new lines of awareness. There is a waiting this year and a feeling of loneliness and detachment. Repression should be avoided. Recognition can be gained for specialization of work. So, the spiritual message for the personal year 7 is this is the year for the spiritual hen to sit upon her nest. Not a happy time for social activities or too much association with crowds. Plan to spend a good deal of time alone and get acquainted with your powers, past mistakes, and future desires. Don't brood over the past, simply look it over and put it where it belongs. Let everything pertaining to business remain where it is. It is not a time for expansion or change, only for reflection and perfection. Analyze everything you have or are doing. Deepen the roots of everything that is worth keeping. It is a good financial vibration if we don't strain after money for its material uses. Await developments. There is a sense of material advancement, ambition, action, and accomplishment. This is the year to reap the fruits from the beginning, planning, building, and introspection done in 1 to 7 personal year. Using dynamism, judgment, and organization with the opportunity present, there is a chance to gain recognition and improvement in power, position, and material possessions. Being practical, avoiding sentiments, and being helpful to others is sure to be crowned with success. So, friends, the spiritual guidance or message for the personal year 8 is this is your power year. Now is the time to make great forward strides. Through work, effort, and activity, you put yourself under the law of compensation and should now see much of the fruit of your planting. Activity is your keynote. The whole world is your field. Gather all your forces together and branch out. Plan, think, and act. Compel things to come to you and to work for you. Deal out full measure of justice in everything you do. There are big things to be done and big opportunities for their doing. Power is in the air for you. There is a sense of completion, fulfillment, and closing of an experience. The finish should be made glorious. Certain things, conditions, or people may appear to be drifting out of your life because they are no longer needed for further development. Avoid the feeling of loss or resentment. Be tolerant, compassionate, and unselfish. This will bring the highest reward. Love affairs and dramatic experiences are likely to be there, but clinging to something and becoming personal can bring disappointment. This is the year to let go of. The tide is over, there is no beginning of new ventures. So, friends, the spiritual message for the personal year 9 is this is the time to weed the garden at home, in business, or personal relationships. It is not always an easy year, for the old stumbling blocks will appear unexpectedly upon the path, and if you don't take the trouble to roll them out of the way, they will trip you up and maybe lay you up. Things that have been lagging behind must be finished up this year, and all accounts paid in full. Do it now. It must not be carried over. You will find the year full of love and happiness if you don't make of yourself the center of the universe. This is a friendship year, but it is also the time to take the inventory. You are in process of completion, the preparation for a new beginning of 9. Cultivate music, writing, nature, and the arts. Express love to the many and toleration to all. Finish up and throw out all that has delayed or hampered you. This is another inner year like the 7. This is the time for the ideals to light up whatever we do. Its only concern is with inside growth. It checks us up on the principles we have been using in business or with people. If we start at the bottom and see that everything is sound and spotless, we are likely to be guided into the right moves. Externals won't be able to turn us aside. If we don't bother much about it, however, we are likely to drop into the negative too and be blocked and limited. Our attention is likely to be called to many religious and psychic matters during the year, and we may acquire a new type of illumination to pass on to others. This is the year to put dreams to practical use. The vibration belongs to humanity at large and has little personal concern. We may find ourselves the chief instigators or chief actors, but our motives are for general instead of personal advancement. If we are to reap the many benefits of the influence, put on full steam and don't allow yourself to be thwarted. This is your chance to do something big for the good of the world. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this collective vibration, essence and theme for the upcoming year of 2023 for everyone. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of numerology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.